What are some of the stereotypes I've heard? Um, One of the main stereotypes that I heard are that we're like untrustworthy, meaning that we steal a lot and we have like a lot of like negative characteristics. I haven't just heard this. I've actually experienced it myself, where I'm being like followed or something like that, or I get this extra look, like like it's expected of me to do something wrong or to steal something. Um, Another stereotype that I would say that that is common is that black males, or black females in general too, are lazy. And for me, and the examples that were set for me, I feel like that couldn't be any further from the truth. you know um because of the circumstances, I find that colored people, especially black males, have to work a lot harder, to get some of the stuff that people will find, normal, or not even that extravagant. It doesn't even have to really have like a heavy financial I want to say price to it. It could be something just some normal, and your average black male is gonna have to work 2 times harder to attain that, and then to keep that also. So, let's see what else stereotypes I would say that I've heard. Uh, One of which is that we have like a lot of learning disabilities. I don't believe that's true. I feel like some of that is contributed to our our environment, and the things we're exposed to, um, plays a major factor. I'm not gonna say that that's the exact reason, but it does play a major factor. And I feel like with the right environment and with the right tools, we can knock out a lot of those stereotypes. Um, yeah, yeah, you know, it, just with the right help, or with the right helping hand, and the right platform, I feel as though anyone, not just a black male or female, anyone will have the right tools that they need to achieve success, you know, and a fair shot. Have I personally experienced any stereotypes? Yes, yes, I have quite a few. One of which that I could remember, I would say, is being that I'm a black male, I feel as though a lot of the times my intelligence is undermined, and people feel as though that that I know a lot less than what I look like I know. So, you know, in one instance, I would say, nah, nah. In one instance, I would say, you know, I had a teacher that didn't know my aptitude, or just because I wasn't like an outspoken person or anything like that, that assumed that I didn't understand the criteria, and that I didn't understand the work, and what was necessary to pass the course. And I ended up actually being one of the individuals to help out all of the other students, and to break down a lot of the assignments that the instructor himself couldn't do. And he assumed that because of how I looked, or because that I'm a black male, that I was not capable of that level of aptitude. So that was just one example.